We've talked about this before, but this is kind of a funny article from Auto Remarketing, news media of the pre-owned industry. They're tracking auction vehicles that dealerships buy for their lots, and they're saying that the volume is actually higher, meaning more dealers are buying cars, but with rougher units. And we're seeing this in some of our dealer clients we talk to, that they're putting more higher mileage cars on the lot. They're putting vehicles that aren't in as good shape on the lot just because there's a shortage of good inventory, and consumers are buying, quite frankly, less desirable vehicles just because they can get a vehicle. How this affects you is if you have a car or truck that you thought maybe wasn't really desirable, maybe you got a quote before from a dealer for a trade-in, maybe you tried to sell it and had difficulty, it doesn't matter how old it is, you might be able to find that there's a market that's more robust than it was even a year ago.
Here is a perfect real-world example of that. This is a vehicle that's for sale at a dealer. This is a Toyota truck from 1997, more than 20 years old. It's at a Toyota dealer, and the vehicle was listed at almost $20,000, $19,995, and they're giving you a $2,000 discount, offering it for sale for $17,989. That's great. Seems like a lot of money, but what is actually the book value of that vehicle? Here's the NADA book value as of the same time this car is running. You'll see that the high retail is $9,200, average retail is $6,000, so it's 3 times the average retail. And look at this, original MSRP was $19,448. That was the original sticker price of that car in 1997, and presumably in 1997 you didn't pay sticker price for the car. There were much more discounting and reduction of list prices going on in 97 than there are now. So this is a car you could have probably purchased for $16,000, maybe $17,000 in 1997. So if you had purchased it then, drove it for 100,000 miles, which is how many miles this car has on it, this truck, and then sold it today, you could get all your money back and maybe even then some, and had basically a free car. So this is what's happening with the used car market. This is just one example. Look, and we're not picking on this dealer, right? I mean, maybe the price is too high, maybe it's overpriced, but they're putting it out there for what the market is worth. And a new car dealer is not going to put a price out there that they don't think that they could get. There's some reason that they think that this price is obtainable. So that's why the price is there. And the article will describe it a little bit more.
So we've seen clients that have had cars that a year ago they got bids for $500 or $600 for the car just because nobody wanted it with high miles or 15 years old, and now they're finding that somebody's willing to pay $2,000 or $3,000 for that car. Part of it's due to inflation. Part of it's due to the fact there's no vehicles in the marketplace, and somebody needs a car, they have to have a car. So if you have an older car, make sure you have a title. You got to take a shot and see what it might be worth, and try a couple different sources. Try your local new car dealer, try maybe a used car dealer, try CarMax, try Carvana, try some of the other online buyers of vehicles. You may find that the quote and the bid is higher than you thought, and even try to retail it yourself, maybe on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. Slap a price on it that's maybe higher than what you thought, and see what kind of interest that you get in the vehicle. The used car values are affecting the full spectrum, including, according to Auto Remarketing, the biggest news for the car business, rougher units. Dealers are buying rougher units, which means that the market is demanding every type of vehicle, including those that aren't quite the prettiest, queen of the ball type vehicles. They might be banged up a little bit and even have some mechanical problems. So do yourself a favor, check out what your car might be worth.